2022 certainly went out with a bang. The blizzard, cold temperatures pretty much covering the entire country. I mean, I live in the South, and we had record low temperatures, all-time record low temperatures, several days. I watched my beloved Packers play the Dolphins down in Miami, and it was game time temperatures were in the upper 30s in Miami. Now, sadly, a bunch of people died due to this cold weather event, especially up in the Northeast. But it begs the question, hey, where was global warming during this time? Now, if you're foolish enough to ask that question out loud, the left, Democrats, they will come down on you so hard. Number one, they will say, listen, you can't view one storm or one weather event as climate change, global warming, or anything else. And so you are a climate science denier. That's what they're going to hit you with. They're going to silence you, cancel you any way that they can. The funny thing about this to me is they're true. That's right about the science. I mean, climate science is a trend of, say, 30 years of weather events. Put those together to come out with some stuff. And so you can't judge it based on one storm. But I promise you the next storm where people are killed, especially a tornado, a hurricane, flood, drought, I promise you they'll say, see, this was caused by climate change. I got to find humor in that. Or like when, John Kerry, when he's flying all over the earth in his private jet, having fancy meals with a lot of people and high-end hotels. I mean, his carbon footprint is greater than God's. And yet he's preaching to me about cutting back and paying more in taxes for climate change policy. Sorry, I can't do that. And let me give you this caveat. I usually do this. I'm not a climate science denier. I believe totally in climate science. I am a climate change policy denier. This is nothing more than a bunch of Democrat government spending crap, an effort to get control over my life and give up my freedom. Sorry, I'm not going to be supporting that ever. Now, I do want to bring out a true, serious point. In my question, I said, can you count these deaths from a blizzard as climate change deaths? What do you think about that? Here's the issue, and this is genuine. The WHO right now, not the band, but the World Health Organization, has already counted or started counting some deaths as climate change deaths. Now, in this country, legally, you can't put climate change down as a cause of death on the death certificate. But it's coming, and that's the scary point. They did it with COVID. I mean, you could have had cancer and you were going to die in 2 weeks from cancer, but if you actually had the virus of COVID, they put that down as a COVID death. They got more money for that. So we don't really know how many actual COVID deaths there were. But let me be as clear about this as I can. When in this country they can label a death caused by climate change, it's over. That is when it's officially over, because then the government can bypass all the laws of this country, kiss the Constitution goodbye. Under the guise of emergency, they can take control of your life and govern everything they want. So do you believe that these deaths were because of global warming?